Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. I might be a little rusty with filming because I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed, even though I had a couple of pre-recorded videos. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit rusty, but today I want to talk about my favorite drugstore products in my collection. I'm going to call this video Drugstore Gems because I truly feel like these products are really nice, not even just for the price. It's affordable makeup, but they're really nice quality, and I'm really excited to share the products. And I'm sure you guys will see a lot of these coming, but I think there might be some surprises in here. So if you're interested in seeing what drugstore makeup I love, then please keep watching. That intro was already a struggle, and I can already tell this video is going to be tough for me to film because I am just not good at talking today. But anyway, first I want to start off with base products or like face products. So the first one I have here is actually empty, but one of my favorite foundations is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I've probably gone through like 6, 7, or 8 of these. I love this foundation, and it does only come with 0.68 fluid ounces compared to the normal 1 fluid ounce that a foundation comes with, but I still really like it. It does take me maybe around 2 months to finish, so I can go through it pretty quickly. But the bottle is pretty nice. It's kind of like a ceramic glass. I think they have expanded their shade range over the years. I think it still could use more shades, of course, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I think e.l.f. might be changing their ways a little bit, but this is a really beautiful foundation. It can be medium to full coverage, and it is a satin to dewy finish depending on how much powder you put on. This does get dewier on me throughout the day because I don't tend to use a lot of powder, but I do really like this foundation. It's only like $6, and I just love it. I've gone through so many of these. And then I have another foundation, which you guys can probably guess as well. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. If I had to choose between this one and the e.l.f. one, I would probably go with the finish of the Flower Beauty Light Illusion, just because this one is like really dewy and it just makes my skin look super healthy. This one does too. I just love the extra dew that this one comes with, but the shade range on here is honestly not great at all. This is the shade Shell L0, so this is their latest shade, and I haven't worn it lately because this has been too light on me, but I do love the packaging on here. It's also like a glass bottle. The other one's more of a ceramic glass. It's like kind of like frosty, but this is just a beautiful foundation. It's very dewy. It is a medium to full coverage. I think this e.l.f. one is slightly more buildable than the Flower Beauty one coverage wise, but both are super beautiful, and I highly recommend them if you can find a shade in this range, and also this one too. But they're 2 of my favorite foundations I've tried ever, and these will definitely be in my end of the year favorites for this year. And I will put the prices of these on the screen. I believe the Flower Beauty foundation is $14, so it is on more of like the higher end side of drugstore prices, but foundations have been creeping up in price, which is pretty annoying. And another like coverage product that I have here is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. So technically this isn't drugstore, like you can't buy Colourpop at like a Walgreens or CVS, but they are sold at Ulta now, and you can find the concealer at Ulta. And then this is in the shade Light 10. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, I'm like halfway through it. I tend to go through these concealers pretty quickly. I'll give you a swatch of just this color. I don't think this is the best color match for me, but I just love this concealer. So here's what it looks like. So it looks like it matches my hand fairly well, but I feel like sometimes it can look a little bit too yellow underneath my eyes. It's a beautiful concealer though. They have a nice shade range on here. I think they do have a nice variety of light, medium, and deep shades, which is awesome. But this provides really nice coverage. If you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this for underneath your eyes, like especially caking it on. If you do like a lighter amount, it would probably still look good, but this can be a little bit drying and more matte, but I still really like it, and it gives me such a nice coverage underneath my eyes. I have some highlighters that I love from the drugstore, and this one is actually the second one that I've used up of these. This is the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in Pearl Glow, and I'm almost done with this one too. I mean, I still have probably like at least a couple months left, but this one has some major pan on it. So this is a like white champagne-y highlighter, and I do have this mixed in with Becca Champagne Pop today, and that's the best way that I like to use it, especially if I'm not as fair, but this is a really nice highlighter. So that is what it looks like. It is more on the fair side for me right now. I actually have been maintaining color since I've been riding, and I will ride on the weekends, and I guess I get like a little bit of color still even though it's November, but this is such a nice highlighter. I've gone through, this is my second one, and it's just really pretty. It mixes in really nicely with other highlighters if I want to lighten them up. The formula is really soft, and it does give you a really beautiful glow. I really like this highlighter. I'm not sure if I'll repurchase it because that will be like the 3rd one that I have, and I do want to try out other things, but I have been really liking this, and this also comes with a mirror too. I think this retails for around $6 to $8. And I think this is the last face product, and this is my Makeup Revolution highlighter palette in Incandescent. Sorry, the packaging is very reflective. So this is their lighter version of their highlighter palette for this type of highlighter palette that they have. And it has 4 different shades, so there's more of a pearl right here, a gold toned, a more darker, it kind of looks like Becca's Opal, but a deeper tone. And then this is more of a peachy shade, and this highlighter palette is stunning. I actually got my friend Lisa to buy it for herself, and she loves it too. These are really beautiful highlighters. The pearl is very light for me, so if you have very fair skin, this one would look beautiful on you. I tend to stick with the peachy one or the gold one, and then I actually like to use this more like opal coppery shade as a blush. It's really pretty. So I did end up swatching them on my hand. So this is the copper shade, the peachy shade, gold, and the pearl. And I think the camera is kind of washing these out a little bit. I need to fix my lighting, especially when I move out, because I do want to make my YouTube channel better, and lighting is definitely very important, but my ring light is kind of washing these out. I think I've talked about this palette in a few videos before. I actually just used it in my Halloween Glam tutorial, which I'll link up in the cards. I use that like in my inner corner and as my face highlight. Super pretty palette. These highlights look wet on the skin, and that's why I love it so much. And the formula feels really thin, but it's very pigmented on the skin as well. It doesn't accentuate texture. It's overall just a really good highlighter palette. And then another thing to note about this, sorry I'm like rambling on this, but this is one of the only face palettes that interest me, and I actually was willing to buy because I actually use all of the colors in here, which is very shocking because I feel like a lot of face palettes, you really only use like a couple colors in it. And that is the last of the face products, and I only have eye products left. I have lip products that I like, but most of them are more high-end. I do have a Colourpop lipstick that I like, but I do want to try out a more pinky toned one I actually ordered this morning. So no lip products in this video, it's just basically face and eye products. So first for my eye products, I have my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this one is honestly on its last leg, so it probably won't swatch the best, or at least it won't look super new or anything, but this is my favorite liquid liner that I've tried. I used to use the NYX liquid liner before I discovered this one, but this one is really nice. So I just swatched it, and it is very black. It dries matte as it is a matte liquid liner, and I just love this liquid liner. I prefer more of a brush style like this. Sorry, there might be like a chunk of liquid liner on it because it is getting old, but it's very thin and easy to use for me. I don't like the pen styles because I feel like that ink like transfers on my crease, and I feel like this one just dries really nicely. It's very matte. I can get it very precise, and it's just an overall really nice product. And speaking of NYX, I have their NYX Cottage Cheese Jumbo Eye Pencil. So this is a shimmery white cream eyeshadow pencil, and I love this. I use this every day for my eyeshadow. It just helps my eyeshadows pop. So that is what it looks like. This is my third one that I've used, and I just really like it. I finished one recently, and then this is my newer one. So it's just a really nice shimmery white. It goes underneath eyeshadow very nicely. I just like using it to have more of a pop because it just makes them really intense. Another liner that I love is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and this is in Black Fever, and it is retractable. This is a just plain black liner, and I've gone through, honestly, probably 6 of these, and I have used up a brown one as well. Looks like this, and like I said, it's retractable, so it makes it really easy to use. And this retails for like $2.49 at Ulta. So cheap, and that is a swatch of it. So it's super black and creamy. I have it in my waterline today. I always tightline with it. It's a really nice liner. It's probably one of the best liners that I've used, and it's the cheapest one that I used, so I'd highly recommend this. Please don't spend that much money on a black liner, especially a pencil liner, because there's so many good drugstore ones. I feel like there's no need to buy one that's like over $18. The next product that I have here, I'm actually wearing on my eyes today, and this is the NYX Glitter Goals Cream Glitter Quad, and this is in Galactica, and I've talked a lot about NYX in this video because I just love their eye products. So here's what mine looks like. It is used and abused. I've already used so much of it already. So I'm wearing this gold on my inner half of my lid, and then this copper shade right here, which is, oh my god, so pretty. It's like copper with orange and gold glitters in it. So that is my eye look. I have the gold on the inner half and then the copper on the outer half of my lid. I love this, and I used up the more cooler toned bronzy shade recently, and I am likely to hit pan on this black glitter one soon. And I did go ahead and swatch the glitters. Here's the copper, gold, and the black one. They're beautiful. I didn't think these glitters would be that good because usually cream glitters, they can be creasy, and these do crease if I put too much on and if I wear them for like over 12 hours because it's a cream, like it's gonna get a little bit messy sometimes, but typically these do last pretty nicely on my eyes. They're very glittery, and it's nice to have something in like a cream or liquid form because you don't have to worry about a ton of fallout. And finally, we have eyeshadows. So this is a newer palette to my collection from this year, but I did discover this probably around like 5 months ago, and this is the Profusion Metallics eyeshadow palette, and it is an all metallic eyeshadow palette. I've mentioned this in so many videos recently, and it is beautiful. And I've never tried Profusion makeup because I always just thought it was crappy basically, and I saw this in the store a while ago and I was like, wow, that's really pretty, so I just went ahead and tried it because it was only $13. But here are what the colors look like, and as you can see, I've used the crap out of this. I've hit pan on this olive shade right here, this green. I used up these two bronzy shades. I hit pan on this gold right here, and this peachy pink shade. And I know these actually have names, but I just am too lazy to go in and say each one that I hit pan on, but these are what the colors look like. And then I went ahead and swatched a few of the shades, and I love this one. This is actually like my favorite olive green that I have because it is so beautiful. It has gold glitters in it, and it's just so pretty. And then I have like a more purpley shade, a pinky gold, and then a blue. So there's definitely a really nice variety in here, and I'm very happy with the quality, and I'm definitely interested in trying out more Profusion products. This is only, I believe, $13, give or take a couple cents, but it's a really beautiful palette. I'm so happy that I picked it up. So those are my drugstore gems, and a lot of them you guys have seen on my channel before, and I tried to pick ones that aren't as known in the beauty community. I mean, the Colourpop concealer is definitely a main one that people talk about. I wanted to mention specifically like the Metallics palette. This is amazing. Freaking love this highlighter palette. And the foundations, these are like amazing foundations, and I hardly hear people talking about these, so I'm very happy to share some of my drugstore favorites with you. Let me know some of your drugstore favorites down below. I love trying out new drugstore makeup because it's more affordable than high-end stuff, and it's definitely more feasible to buy the drugstore makeup compared to the high-end. Also, let me know if you use some of these products or if I talked you into getting any of these products. I think that would be fun as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a horse channel if you want to check it out. It is called C&K Equestrian. I post horse videos on that channel, so I'll have a link down below if you're interested. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.